Hello students, I am Barsha, your teacher. We are going to discuss about a very important chapter from your EVS book, Across the Walls. This chapter is about how the girls of our country overcome so many barriers, so many restrictions, and they pursue their goal because of their confidence and strong willpower. So let us understand the chapter and get the message of the chapter which has been given to all of us. So let's start our chapter. The chapter starts with a small article published in the Indian Express newspaper in the year 2007 with the title Stars in Her Eyes. Let us know whose eyes were those. There were stars. So here is the story of Afsana Mansoori, who had so many dreams and high hopes all hidden within her eyes, and those are termed as stars. So let us know the story of Afsana Mansoori. Just 13 years old, Afsana Mansoori has already jumped over the wall between her jhuggi and the local basketball court. The wall made by society for a girl who washes utensils for a living. The gender wall her mother had put up for her. So students, this is a story of a girl who is barely 13 years old, and it is said that she has been successful to cross the wall, to jump over the wall. This wall is not an ordinary wall made up of bricks and cement, but this is the wall which has been made by the restrictions of our society. But in spite of all these restrictions, Afsana has been able to cross this wall which was between her jhuggi and the local basketball court. So she was not allowed to play basketball, but she didn't stop here, and she was able to cross this wall. Actually, this wall is not a concrete wall, but this wall has been made by the society. This is basically for the girls because it is thought in our society that girls are only to do the household chores and they could not do any other physical work. So this is the story about a girl who washes utensils for her living. She has to earn money, and so she has to go and work, and she has also to wash so many utensils just to make up her living. This wall is a gender wall because we are living in a society where there is always discrimination among the different genders. It is believed that girls cannot do many work like boys. Girls should not move out of their homes, and girls are even not allowed to play certain games. Those were the restrictions for this girl Afsana also. But she did something different. Let us know what difference did she make. Today, Afsana herself has become a strong wall of NBA, the Nagapada Basketball Association of Mumbai. So Afsana was able to overcome this barrier, and she herself has proved as an inspiration for many other girls. She has become herself a role model, being a member of the Nagapada Basketball Association, which is in Mumbai. Today, she is the source of strength for 5 other girls who have come to the basketball court, leaving behind the problems of their everyday lives. So, she has become an inspiration for 5 other girls too. These girls were also not allowed to move out of their homes, but because of the help and support by Afsana, they were also able to leave the problems behind and have joined the basketball team. It was Afsana because of whom they have made it possible. Today, she is the star of a young team. This team has managed to surprise some of Mumbai's club teams. With a lot of guts and courage, the team has reached the semi-finals of a district level tournament. So, just because of her efforts and determination, she has become the star of a young team. This is a very young team. You could see Afsana is also 13 years old and her friends are also of her age. But this team has made such remarkable performance that they are able to surprise the other Mumbai club teams, those who are far better and stronger than this girls team. So this team has some special qualities, that's the guts and the courage which they carry with them, and that has made them enter into the semi-finals of a district level tournament. Now come, let us explore more about them and get to know some hidden facts about this team. Meeting the team. We read in the newspaper about Afsana and the Nagapada basketball team. We thought of meeting these girls and introducing them to you. So when we read this article in the newspaper about Afsana and her basketball team, so we thought that it would be a great experience to meet these girls and to introduce them to all of you. Wasn't it a good idea? Yes, of course. Now let us know what more did we do. We took the train and got off at Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus station, that's the railway station. From there we walked towards Nagapada. It took us just 20 minutes to reach there. So it was a very short distance for us to cover and we reached our destination. There we met Afsana and the other girls of the Nagapada Basketball Association. Read the interview with the team members. So we were fortunate enough to meet these girls of the Basketball Association, and here is the interview which we had taken with them, and we do hope that this interview is going to be a great lesson for all of us here. Meet this special team. Meet Afsana, Zareen, Khushnoor and Afreen. At first the girls were quiet, but once they started, they just did not stop. When the interview started, these four girls, Afsana, Zareen, Khushnoor and Afreen, they were a bit hesitant and shy to express themselves, but slowly and gradually with time, they just did not stop. They shared so many exciting and interesting facts with us. Would you like to know what did they all share? Let us know now. Zareen began. My house is just in front of this ground. My brother used to play here. I would stand in my balcony and watch the boys play. I was in class 7 at that time. So you could see a picture of a basketball court, and Zareen is describing about this place. She says that her house is just in front of this ground and she had always seen her brother playing in this place. She would see so many other boys play here. She was in class 7 at that time. Whenever the boys played a match, many people came to watch. The winning team got a lot of praise. Everyone cheered the players. So whenever there would be a match amongst the boys, so many people would be gathered here to witness this match. And whenever the match was over, whoever would have won the match, they would get a lot of appreciation, encouragement and praises from all over. And everyone encouraged the players also. On seeing all this, I wished I could also play. Would I too get a chance to show my talent? When Zareen would see all this, she also had an inner desire and interest to play like those boys. She also felt that she could do wonderfully, she could do very well in this game. She always thought, would she ever be able to show her talent on this field? I asked the coach but was afraid. He is a good friend of my father. The coach said, "Why not? If you bring some more girls, you can make a team. Then I will teach you." The coach was a good friend of Zareen's father. The coach was very glad to see Zareen's interest for playing this game, and he also encouraged Zareen by saying that why can't she play? If she would be able to bring some more girls of her age, then she could make a better team, and then he would also be able to teach her. This gave a positive hope to Zareen's inner desire for playing basketball. Now let us see what happened next. We asked, was it easy to make a beginning? Kushnur said, at first my parents refused, but when I insisted, they agreed. So Kushnur's parents didn't allow her at the beginning, they refused completely, but after that, Kushnur told them again and again, she requested them, and finally they agreed. Let us see what happened to Afsana. Afsana says, my mother works in the flats and sends us to school. I also help her. When I told her about my plans to play basketball, Ammi got angry. She said, girls do not play basketball. Do your work, go to school and study hard. No need to go to the ground to play. But when my friends and coach sir talked to her, Ammi agreed. Look at Afsana's story. Her mother used to work in the flats and she had to do a real lot of hard work to send her children to school. Afsana also helps her in her mother's work. So when Afsana told about her plans to join the basketball team and to play basketball, her mother got very angry. She was furious. She could not agree to this plan of her daughter. She said that girls should not play basketball and Afsana has to do her work. She should go to school and study hard. There is no need to go to the ground to play basketball. Look children, we still have a notion in our society that girls should not play like boys. There's a discrimination between the boys and girls which always restricts the girls to do so many things. So this happened with Afsana also. Her mother could not accept that Afsana should go to the ground to play. But finally when Afsana's friends and coach sir, they requested Afsana's mother and explained to her, then finally she also agreed. Now what was the story of Afreen? Afreen says, we were not allowed because we are girls. My grandmother gets very angry with all of us, but still we three sisters come here to play. Grandmother scolds us and even scolds our coach sir. So look at Afreen's condition. They were never allowed because they are girls. So students, here is the thinking of our society which never allows girls to do whatever they want. Afreen's grandmother got very angry with all of them. But Afreen was not scared and it never stopped her from doing what she wanted. She, along with her three sisters, every day came for playing. Grandmother used to scold them and she would even scold the coach sir. She tells us, you need proper equipment to play. You need to have a lot of milk for strength. Where will the money for all this come from? But Daddy understands our feelings. He even teaches us some special moves used in the game. My daddy also used to play on this ground when he was young. He did not have proper shoes or clothes. He used to practice with a plastic ball. Now Afreen's grandmother is worried about the supply of proper food and nutrients for the strength of these girls. She thinks that it requires a lot of money to prepare them for this game and she is worried that they do not have enough money for all that. She feels that a lot of money is required to fulfill their needs. So they do not have enough money to prepare them for this game. But one positive thing with Afrin's family is that her daddy supports them like anything. Her daddy understands her feelings and her sister's feelings, and he understands that the girls really wanted to play this game. He was so supportive that he also helped them to learn special moves. How did daddy know all about it? Daddy also used to play when he was very young, and he could not have proper shoes or clothes during that time. So he used to practice this game with a plastic ball. Daddy tells us that Bachchu Khan was the coach when he used to play. He saw my daddy playing once. He realized that the boy played very well and that he should be trained properly. So when daddy was young, his coach was Bachchu Khan, and Bachchu Khan was really impressed with the game of daddy. So he realized the potential of my father and he trained him properly. He said that my daddy should be properly trained. He also gave him proper shoes and clothes. My daddy could have become a very good player, but because of his responsibilities at home, he left the game and took up a job. So he wants us to play and become good players. Afrin shares that her father could have become a very good player, but there were some family responsibilities which stopped daddy from making his dream come true. Now, because daddy was not able to make his dream come true, he wants his children to get what they want. So he wants his children to play and become good players. We asked, tell us about your team. Now one girl says, we felt a bit strange in the beginning. We were the first girls team here. People used to come and watch us practicing. They were curious to see how girls would play basketball. Now people are no longer surprised. They have begun to accept that we girls can also play well. One girl shares their story about the beginning. She says that when they started playing in the beginning, people were very much shocked to see the girls coming and practicing. They were really very anxious and curious to know and see that how is it possible that girls would play basketball? But now when these girls have proved that no, it is not a difficult job, yes, even the girls could play, then all of them are no longer surprised. The people have accepted now that yes, girls can also play well just like the boys. So students, we should accept that boys and girls are not that different. But sometimes our society imposes some restrictions on them which doesn't allow them to do the work which they want. We should not feel that girls cannot do this work properly. Now let us see what these girls have to tell about their journey of struggles. Afsana says, I was 11 years old when we first started playing. At that time, we were not allowed to go anywhere else to play a match. It has been 2 years since then. Now we go to other places also for matches. But all this could happen only because of our hard work and sir's coaching. Now when Afsana remembers of the old days, she felt that the time has changed a lot. Because when they started playing at the beginning, they were not allowed to go anywhere to play a match. But it has been 2 years since then, and now they are allowed to go to different places to play so many matches. And it was all possible because of their hard work and the strong support of their coach, sir. So you always need a strong person who keeps motivating you and encouraging you. So here was the coach, sir, who constantly supported and motivated these girls to pursue their goal. Another girl says, yes, we really work hard. Sir is also very strict. We first jog together and then do our exercises. Sir teaches us how to play the game well. We practice how to keep the ball with us, to dodge the players of the other team, how to throw the ball in the basket, to score a goal, to pass the ball well and to run fast on court. Now another girl shares their daily routine of the practice matches. So she says that they really work very hard, and sir, the coach sir, he is also very strict. So they share how do they practice every day. So first they start with jogging together and then they do their regular exercises. After that, coach sir, he teaches them how to play the game well. So they have a lot of practice of playing this game in a proper manner. You know, every game has some rules and regulations with it, and there are some techniques which the player should understand well while playing with the opponent team. So here they were taught how to keep the ball with them and to dodge the players of the other team, how to stop the other team to take the ball towards them, how to throw the ball in the basket to score a goal. So all these are very, very important basics of learning the basketball game. So these things are taught by the coach sir, and they have to practice it very well and very hard. Our friend says, sir says, while playing, don't think you are girls. Play like a player. Keep playing even if you get a little injured. So, according to our friend, their coach sir always motivates them by saying that whenever you are on the basketball court, you should never think that you are girls. Just play like a player. Whenever you are playing, you are not a boy, you are not a girl, but your identity is of a player. So even if you get injured, you should not stop, but you should keep playing. That's the spirit of a real sportsman. So here was their coach sir who always encouraged them to play better. We support each other and say, come on, get up, you will be fine. Now our game has improved a lot. Everyone says that we play as well as the boys' team. So you see, in a team, there is always the need of a team spirit. So all the team members should support each other and have a good understanding among each other. So that gives them the real courage to play better. So this has really helped this girls team to play better, and their game has also improved a lot. And some people, not some, like everyone says that they play as well as the boys team. One girl says, we also play with boys teams. We want them to play with us as equals. They should not be lenient because we are girls. Sometimes we get angry when the boys imitate us, but we take it as a challenge and correct our mistakes. If the boys try to cheat, we scold them. Now one girl says they also play with the boys' team. So she says the boys, whenever they play with the girls, they should treat them as equal. They should not be lenient. They should not give more liberty to us because we are girls. They should treat us just as players. And sometimes these girls also get angry with the boys when they copy them, when they imitate them. But the girls always treat it as a challenge and they try to rectify or correct their mistakes. But whenever the boys try to cheat, the girls scold them. So cheating is not allowed in any of the game, whether they are the boys or they are the girls. You should remember that whenever you are playing a game, you should not cheat in a game. Now we will discuss some questions. Are you all ready? So students, here are the questions for you. Is there any place to play near your house? These things are very simple and easy. So you know that you get a lot of place in your home, around your home, in your neighborhood. So definite yes to this answer. Yes, there is a park near my house which is used by children for playing. Here is the next question for you. What do people play there? Who plays there? So people play all sorts of games there like cricket, badminton, football, kabaddi, kho-kho, etc. And mostly children play there. Here is another question for you. Do the children of your age also get a chance to play there? Yes, children of my age also get a chance to play there. What other things happen at this place? So here is the question for you. What other things happen at this place? Many other things happen at this place. Some people come here for jogging while some others do yoga. Many people are also seen gossiping in this park. So they just come for gossiping. So there are a lot of activities which happen in this place. Has anyone ever stopped you from playing some games? Which games? So if it is me, yes, I was stopped from playing cricket. Here is the next question for you. Did anyone help you and encourage you to play? It may be anyone who always keeps you encouraging. In this case, here it was my father. Yes, my father has always been encouraging me for playing. So students, we have already known how this team of girls, the basketball team of girls, overcame all the restrictions and barriers of our society and were able to make a new beginning. But still there are many hidden facts to know about these girls' journey towards their success. So, we need to know more about the success journey of this basketball team of the girls. But we have to wait for that. So, we will know more about this chapter in our next session. Till then, keep smiling, keep exploring and stay safe. Thank you and bye-bye.